Okay, round two. Welcome, friends. I hope you enjoyed my last video. If you did, go check that out. This is round two of the Summer Swiss Tournament at my local club. I am playing a new player that I have never played before named Lee. I do not know how to pronounce his last name. Chavriat? Chavriat? Feel that might have French origins, which is very interesting. But a new player I've never played before. He obviously has played for a little while. And so I knew nothing about this player, and I had no preparation whatsoever. I didn't know anything about this particular player. If you do like this sort of content, please make sure to like and share. It does show me that you like this and you want to see more, and it does really help me out for growth and more exposure, which is what we're trying to do here so we can teach as many people as possible. That's the whole idea. Okay, let's get into the game with Lee. Round two of the Summer Swiss. Really good game. I played a Caro Kann. I switched my openings to play something different than against e4. Typically I was playing a French, but I did not. I played the French for over 9 months, and I did not like the structures and the positions that I got. Did you miss much? No, we just went over the last game. We're starting game 2. You haven't missed really anything. If anything, the video will be up at a later time, and you can watch the video on the video of the day tomorrow or post back. Either way. So I decided after talking to some of the people at my club what they might play and what I should change to from the French, and I was suggested the Caro Kann, which starts with c6. And I've put some time into it. This will be, I believe, my second tournament game in a Caro Kann. So this opening is fairly new to me, so I'm not used to a lot of the structures. It might be my third. It's very early. I have not played it very long. So we get this knight to c3 move, and I like the Tartakower variation. So which starts with the pawn taking, and then immediately pressuring the knight with knight to f6, provoking them to take, which this is mainline theory. So after knight takes f6, the idea is to take with the e pawn. E takes f6. Now some people don't like to do that because now we've opened this, and it kind of gives us a weird king side that we're not, that's all broken, and some are going to say, doubled pawns are not good. Double pawns are not good. But the idea is that these two pawns, the two f pawns, are actually extremely strong. They're tough to crack through the king side, and we'll see why. So he plays a normal move, knight to f3, which I'm familiar with. The idea is to play bishop to d6 and get an idea of castling and king safety as soon as possible. And then this was the first move that I was not recognizing. A lot of times the bishop goes to e2, or it goes to d3. And the knight, though I have seen it go to f3, typically goes to e2. So we get more of a position like this. New variation here and then here. Idea being, after castles and this, we're going to get this queen side attack, and king side attack, So there's these different things that you want to consider with this particular opening. and he did not play these. So he played a goofy move order, and he played a goofy moves, which I have not seen before. Now, these could be very common moves, but I'm not familiar with them with the limited amount of knowledge that I have about the Caro Kann. At least the Tartakower variation, anyways. Maybe in Discord after, do you want to go against me in chess? I usually save requests like that for Twitch rewards. So the more you watch, you should get those little pawn points. And you can turn those in for actually playing me in a game. So I'm not a skill-based streamer. Otherwise, I'd be playing people all the time. I am an educational streamer, so I do not usually take requests, but I have it as a reward for people that enjoy watching and want to either beat up on me or get beat up by me on stream when you cash those in. So with loyalty, I will be happy to play you when you cash in those 100,000 pawns or whatever it is. I don't know what it's set to. Maybe we will have to adjust that as we grow, but we'll figure it out. But if you do join my Discord and you are in there, you can definitely put a game request out there, and there are people in my Discord around appropriate levels that would love to play you. We're building a nice community for people that enjoy playing chess, so feel free to offer up a request there. You can do it in the Find Games section. All right, so the idea here is to castle early, and he castled early as well. And here is where I had to make my first real critical decision. I had two options, I thought. One option being bishop to e6 and pressure his bishop, which if you can trade off light squared bishops in the Caro Kann, it's usually pretty good for black. Or I play bishop to g4 out here, and pressure the knight, hopefully provoking something like this, and then we would play on from here. But I didn't want to do that, so I thought, you know what, let's put the question to that player right away. Mainly because if they take, we'll add a new variation, and we take here, I have a strong center, and I feel like this is really good. This is going to be tough to break through. I'm going to get my rook, behind here. I'm going to get my knight here, and I feel like we've got a really good game at this point. The other thing I'm going to move is my queen here, and then we're going to pressure the king side. So I feel, I'm happy with this variation. I feel like this is very good, even if he does get this half open file with the rook coming at me. So, I feel like we're in a really good spot. He did not take, he decided to move his bishop back, which I found to be very interesting. So now I feel as though I've gained a little bit of an upper hand because now I have tempo. I've gained that tempo back because now he's moved his bishop twice in the opening, and I feel really good about that. So I expect that he's going to maybe start this new idea. So I thought, okay, well, I'm just going to solve that problem right now, and we're going to play g6, which stops that from happening. He came in here, and then, which I expected. Now, maybe I'm not supposed to let him in there yet. Maybe I play this first, and then get my knight to here, and then here. Maybe that's the first way to go, but I thought, well, he's going to develop his bishop anyways, so I already want to do this. Maybe I want his bishop to be there. Thinking about this more logically, allowing him to do that, I think I should have just played here first. I felt like this would have been probably the best way, because now he's put to a question. He's got to do something with his bishop to keep developing, and he's got nowhere to go. And I'm going to get that for two more moves, here and then here with my knight, and I'm going to be in a really good spot. And now he's got to deal with trying to figure out where to put his bishop. Oops, no, we don't want that. Let's delete that. Delete remaining moves. Delete remaining moves. So I didn't do that. I wasn't thinking. This is a new opening for me, so I don't know all the plans and ideas. I don't know the move orders. I don't have that information and experience in my bucket of tricks yet. So I thought, okay, well, we're just going to do this, and now I'm going to get my rook on the open file, which I want anyways. Okay. He has his rook on the open file. That's fine. Perfect. I'm going to continue with my same plan. And he pressures the center, which is a normal move. This usually comes before. Maybe it comes here with the idea of moving the rook over and gaining this type of pressure. And I thought, okay, well, I'm not worried about him playing C5. Oh, we have a new follower. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah Watson. You should actually... Oh, there it is. Yep, there it is. Thanks for following, Sarah. Great to have you. Thanks for watching. Much appreciated. Okay. It's a pleasure. Awesome. And a new follower, Just Some Quick Account, which is a funny name, by the way. I like it. Okay. So some of you might look at this and be like, oh, why did you do that? That is... I forgot I was not following. Well, you're following now. Awesome. I was not scared of playing bishop c5. Some of you might look at this and be like, oh, what are you doing? Why did you do that? Because I was going to do this anyways and force the trade of the bishop. So and then we're going to do this. And I'm okay with that. And now I have a weakness to go against. So that was the idea there. And I was expecting that to be played, but he did not do that. So I was like, well, I'm going to do it anyways. And now we are here. And I got what I wanted. And now he does this. And I thought, oh, well, you're kind of a bit late. Are you teaching? Yes and no. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of doing both. I'm teaching and I'm going over my games. So what we're doing right now is I'm live analyzing a previous game that I played in the last tournament, while hopefully teaching what I am thinking and talking about to help impart any wisdom that I might have to help you guys learn. Can you defeat AI? Can I defeat AI? You mean like a chess bot? I mean, some of the lower rated ones, sure, but that's not something we normally do on my channel. But yeah, some of them, you know, 50, I think the highest one that I've beaten is like a 2000 or something on chess.com. Can't remember. So here I thought, okay, I can simplify a little bit by trading off my bishop for a knight. And maybe this wasn't good. Maybe this was good. I'm not sure. But I feel like I'm doing okay right here. Now, I probably shouldn't have simplified. I probably should have kept my bishop on the board. And maneuvered a little bit differently. That probably would have been a better way to go. It's good to have more pieces on the board. So essentially what I did by making this trade was, yeah, I gained a pawn, but I made my life more difficult by not keeping the pieces on the board. Just because now I've started to simplify, so now I have less pieces to attack with. So the move that I expected him to play was this one. Hoping that I would take and losing another pawn so he could bring this other rook into play, but he didn't play that. He played this instead, which I found to be interesting. I thought, oh, okay, I can't take that, so that's not good. So I have to do something about that. And I just moved out of the way. Well, putting him in check. And I get some tempo here, but now I'm trying to maneuver my knight around to go after the things that I want. So now I'm targeting another pawn, I'm targeting the bishop, and I'm targeting check. I'm targeting another force of trade of pieces. And I get my trade, and then I traded those pieces down, and now I'm in this rook and queen endgame. And this is probably what I should not have done, because my life became it was a lot harder to deal with at this point in the game. I probably should have just kept my knight there and just tried to improve by getting my rooks like this, and then let him deal with the pressure. But I didn't do that, unfortunately. I think this would have been a better plan for me, or even going here and then here, but after getting my rooks on the open file, so I can trade a little bit more on my terms. Now, I did trade on my terms, but I think this might have been a little premature. And even doing that one, I think I should have just played rook to d8 here. Just do this. And then, whoops, new variation. And then now, what is he going to do? If he trades, then I'm going to own the open file. If he moves anywhere off of this, I get to take this pawn. It's getting uncomfortable for him. So that's a thing. I feel like that would have been much better. I didn't do that. I simplified and made my life harder. But I saw a way to win some pawns. But now I'm in this weird thing where I have to now promote. Now I have to promote. And we go through this maneuvering of queens and checks. And it gets a little bit tricky. He's threatening things and I'm threatening things. And we're trying to maneuver our pieces around. And I finally got to force the queens off. Woohoo! That's what I wanted. I needed to force the queens off. And for those of you that can't see this, he can't move his queen away because it's pinned to his king. He'd be in check. So I got the force of the queens, and he came in, which I was expecting. And when I got to here, I calculated the next few moves. I calculated trading of the queens, so we're going to go there, 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 okay? And then he's going to come here, and I have to deal with this issue. So when he comes here, I'm going to go here, and I expected him to come here, and then I would go here, protecting my pawn. Okay, that I calculated all that. Now it looks really weird. Let's look at it. Okay, so he comes in, I go here, we take, he comes down, I go here, and we go here. The one move that I did also calculate was if he came back here, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. I would do that, and then I would just go here, still protecting that pawn. Now if he trades, now I have a winning endgame. And instead he played this way, and at this point I feel I also have a winning endgame. I think they both work. So everything seems to be working the way I want, and now I can slowly just kind of improve. And we do that. We get our kings active. I gain some space. You're playing with somebody in the server right now and you're losing. Well, you know, we're gonna. It is. Chess is all about learning how to lose. He played this poor move, f4, which allows me to win the pawn and then save my pieces. And now he has no way to stop my pawns from coming down the board and getting a queen. So he resigned at this point. But yeah, a very instructive game. I feel like back here I shouldn't have simplified. And I think even here, after he did that, I feel like I probably could have just done this as well. And now he's got to figure out what to do. I'm going to come here next. He's got to deal with his bishop, and then I'm going to win another pawn. Yeah, this is losing, and I probably could have won this game in a lot quicker fashion. But yeah, I mean, what are you going to do, right? But yeah, I could have played it better, but I did get a win. So we are now sitting at 1-1. And that completes round 2. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share. It really helps me out. And it shows me that you want to see more. And I will catch you in the next episode.